There's a chokehold wrapped tight around every ambitious founder, every professional who's hit a wall, every leader who wakes up in the dead of night with a fire burning in their chest but no clear way to light it up. This pressure isn't just stress, it's a deeper kind of suffocation. It's that constant feeling that no matter how hard you push, how many hours you burn, how many strategies you try, you're stuck playing a game rigged by rules written by someone else. The frustration of pouring yourself into marketing that barely moves the needle, the nagging doubt creeping in that maybe you're missing the key, the strategy that could break through the noise. It's a slow murder of your drive. Maybe it's hitting that inbox filled with unopened emails and campaigns abandoned mid-launch. Maybe it's the crushing silence after spending a fortune on shiny tools and expert advice, only to find the results sheerer than a whisper. This isn't just a CEO or founder problem. It's the last gasp of an entire system that promised freedom, but delivered shackles. The real world tells stories of quick hacks, viral tips, flashy gimmicks. But the truth is, those don't work for the ones who really want to move mountains. The ones who refuse comfort, who crave more than mediocrity, who see past the smoke and mirrors. Here's the cold, hard truth. Most marketing frameworks you've heard about, the ones everyone parrots, are designed to keep you in line. Like clockwork, regurgitated formulas form cages around creativity and power. They homogenize, they neutralize. They trade your unique edge for safety, for market fit and consensus. But in the shadows, beyond the mainstream playbook, there's a framework so overlooked, so ignored, that it almost feels like a secret weapon. This is not some fancy, complicated, jargon-packed system. Far from it. It's a raw, visceral, almost primal approach that flips everything you think about marketing on its head. It's the exact tool that can multiply your results by 10 times, not by tweaking what you already do, but by dismantling those outdated walls holding you back. Most founders spend months chasing leads, obsessing over click rates, wrestling with algorithms that shift overnight. But what if, instead of chasing numbers, you started focusing on something infinitely more powerful, the raw human connection underneath all of it? The truth is, marketing isn't about audiences or algorithms. It's about understanding what makes people choose you over anything else. And not just choosing you once, but becoming obsessed with you, your message, your mission. This framework forces you to stop looking for approval. It forces you to break free from the tribe, from the crowd, from the expectations that chain you down. Because real power, real massive growth, doesn't come from fitting into a mold. It comes from utterly shattering it. Imagine getting inside the minds of those few perfect clients who are not just buyers but believers, the ones who feel like you're speaking directly to their soul, their struggles, their wildest ambitions. This strategy teaches you exactly how to find those rare individuals, not millions, but the handful that actually spark your movement forward. It's about building hunger, primal need, raw emotion so intense they can't turn away because your message hits a nerve no one else even knew existed. It rewires every offer, every message, every piece of content to be a siren call for the misaligned, the restless, the ones desperate for something unfinished, unpolished, unafraid. This isn't surface-level psychology or cheap gimmicks. It's about unlocking the power of the human story beneath your brand and weaponizing it to create unwavering loyalty, something so tangible, so raw, that people feel seen in a way they never have before. This is the antidote to a world that's numb, faceless, and cold. Because underneath all the noise and complexity, what really moves people is radical honesty, being bold enough to show your cracks, to reject the polished playbook, to dare to be different. And this framework isn't just theory. It's crafted on the principle that those on the edge, the rebels, the rare few tired of complacency, are the ones rewriting the rules of the game. It's designed exactly for founders and leaders who are done waiting, done tweaking tired campaigns, done hiding behind safe choices. Because when this framework clicks, it unlocks something dangerous. Exponential growth that feels effortless because it's so deeply rooted in truth and purpose. This is the frontier beyond standard funnels and tactics. It's a mindset, a brutal alignment, where every piece of marketing you put out becomes a beacon to the few, the misunderstood, the exceptional. Not just a call for attention, but a call for liberation. The hidden gem no one else dares to teach is that marketing success isn't actually about selling more. It's about becoming a catalyst for transformation, for your clients and for yourself. When you tap into the right mindset, the right structure, it's as if the whole world reshapes around your vision. By focusing on connection instead of conversion rates, authenticity instead of aggressive selling, and boldness instead of comfort, you step into a power so pure it can't be ignored. The irony is that most people unknowingly market from a place of fear. They want to prove themselves, to avoid failure, to keep the peace. But this framework flips that entirely. It invites embracing risk, variability, and the brilliance of being radically yourself. The results? Not just better campaigns, but a whole new caliber of opportunity and influence. Suddenly, you aren't just playing the game, you are the game changer. What if the only reason you haven't exploded your growth yet is because nobody showed you how to harness your true essence in marketing? What if the tools and templates you've been given are just band-aids on a problem that needs rooting out? This framework tears down that root problem. It pulls you out of the endless loop of noise and feeds you the clarity and power to speak only to those who matter, the few who will build with you, buy from you, and spread your word because they have to. It doesn't care about likes or followers. It cares about forging unbreakable bonds, fire in the belly commitment, and above all, freedom. Freedom from playing small, from bending to what's expected, from the trap of false comfort. Because comfort isn't freedom, it's a prison. Inside that prison, the spark dies quietly. But mastering this framework will feel like setting a match to a dry forest. You'll ignite a chain reaction, spreading not just marketing success, but a movement that shatters old assumptions about what's possible. And that's the real power hidden here. So if there's a burning tension inside, a hunger you can't quite name, a voice whispering that you're destined for something more, it's time. Time to abandon the shadows of mediocre marketing. Time to rewrite every rule you thought applied to growth and success. Time to claim a framework so deeply human, so shockingly simple, yet ignored by the masses it feels like a superpower. This is your moment to stop chasing illusions and start creating reality, on your own terms, with your own fire. Because the future isn't made for the comfortable or the compliant. It's for those who refuse to wait, who reject the crowd, who desperately want to transcend the ordinary and leave a legacy not just of success, but of true liberation. A world where marketing isn't a chore or a cost, but the weapon for individuals who dare to be sovereign, who break all chains, who transform everything. This framework is calling you because it knows you're ready. Ready to shake the foundations, to join the rare few, to build something so raw, so real, so unstoppable, it can't help but change everything. Because the real secret isn't in the marketing you do, it's who you become when you do it right. And that who is beyond anything the system ever imagined.